Hey everyone, good morning everyone. This is Robert, and telling everybody out there good morning on YouTube land, and to Robert in the future of 2018. Let's see, today's date. The month is May. It's May 25th, just before 7 a.m. It's a nice cool day out, about 59 to 60 degrees. I wanted to make a video earlier, but I had to do some covert stuff, and Carolyn woke up early, so that was some problems and issues with itself. But yeah, the title of today's video is 5 of a Kind, and you'll see why in just a little bit. But yeah, so at the moment I'm kind of stressed out, a little bit. And like I said, the morning kind of started off bad. Carolyn waking up, and now she's at a point where she's sleeping right in the middle of the house, right in the middle of the living room, and she's saying, well, Rob, instead of using my muscles to get up, we're going to use your muscles. You're going to start lifting me out of the chair. And I was like, no. And I was telling her, you already have, you're developing severe muscular atrophy. She's got some atrophy in her muscles now, because she's lazy and she's not using them. But yeah, she's really at the point now where if she, let's say she sits down on the floor, she can no longer lift herself up off the floor. Or if she lays flat down in the bed, just flat down in the bed, and to sit up, she can't even even do one sit up. And she doesn't want to exercise. So you can see where this can be a huge problem. That's what I was telling her, is that you've got to get up. You got to, even if it makes your muscles sore, you've got to get up. You got to move. You got to move. You got to exercise those muscles, because if you don't, they're going to continue to shrink. And what's going to happen is you're going to be stuck in a chair. Okay, you're actually going to be in a wheelchair, and people are going to have to lift you in and out of the wheelchair, or you're going to be bed bound. Okay, and once she's in that situation, she won't be able to get back out of it, because she's at the point now where she's getting to the point where if she sits down in a chair, she can't even stand up. I know, you guys probably never heard of, I don't know, someone like that who just refuses to exercise, and then their muscles shrink up. But anyways, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm kind of stressed out and kind of a bad mood because of this morning. But anyways, I wanted to really talk about what the video is about today, and I wanted to do to do it without sneaking around, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, people, I'm back. Yeah, anyways, sorry about the going off on an earlier tangent. Today's video, I guess, is about, real quickly, is about, like I said, the title should be called 5 of a Kind, because I'm going to use a quick poker analogy. And of course, poker is about, it's about a game of skill, people, and chance. And me, I've never really been the gambling type, because I really don't like chance or gambling, or or luck. But yeah, my game, of course, my game is like, I don't know, like chess or checkers. And of course, in a poker game, you can have some very favorable hands or a set of cards. And if you get these cards, that can determine, you winning or losing. I mean, or like certain winning. For instance, like like a five of a kind, royal flush, full house, or high card or high cards. Just to give you like a brief example. Of course, I had to read that off a little list because, as I said, I really don't like to play poker. But reason why I'm saying that, and I guess I can use this as like a poker analogy. Is that okay? Okay. Like, I'm in a bad situation at the moment. I lost for those of you who don't know, I lost my job, my house, my car, and pretty much everything. And I'm living at a bad place, in a place where, I don't have like any like family, friends, no support network. And so anyway, so I'm in a kind of a bad place, and finally there's like a light. There's like a light at the end of the tunnel. And basically it's like, some people invited me to a poker game, and they're like, hey Rob, if you can actually just win this one poker match, as soon as you win the poker match, in 2 to 4 weeks, you can leave this place. And of course, I've never like played poker before, and I don't want to be at a poker game, but the stakes are very high, but the money's also good. So, and of course, so I guess I agreed to it, and they're like, okay, we might be able to give you an advantage by you meeting with a card maker, and then maybe you have maybe that card maker can give you like an ace up your sleeve, okay? Maybe an ace or a king, or maybe a couple aces, just to put put in your sleeve or whatnot as you play poker. I know. I guess I shouldn't use this poker analogy. It's kind of bad. But yeah. So what's going on is, it's the 18th month, and like I said, that's a beautiful thing. In another week or so, it's going to be the 19th month. And the reason why that's beautiful is because within maybe here in maybe 5 or 4 months, maybe possibly I can leave. But then again, because of what happened, I might not be able to. I wanted to make a video May the 21st, video called pre-game, because that's where I had the papers from my attorney. It was like the doctor's testimony, to present before a judge, that obviously I can't work. So I wanted to make a video on that, like a pre-game video, but I couldn't. I'm kind of like a caretaker to two people, and like the responsibilities and everything. I got like a lot on my plate, and also the person who was going to take me down there, the pastor. I was actually, oh gosh, I was so stressed out on Sunday, this past Sunday, because I was trying to get a hold of him for, gosh, like 5 days, you know, calling him, you know, Facebook, and he did not respond. But he is very, very busy. We're talking about someone probably who puts in like 12 hours a day. But finally, gosh, I was so stressed out on Sunday because this doctor, he's the only rheumatoid doctor in the whole entire county. Another reason why I had to get out of this county. So I was so stressed out, but I finally got a hold of the pastor, Pastor Dove, and he totally forgot about the appointment. We made the appointment about a whole month ahead of time, but he actually forgot about it. So I reminded him, hey, yeah, it's actually tomorrow, and I know it's like a long drive. It's, I don't know, maybe like maybe a 45-minute drive. I don't know. It's a pretty good distance. So anyways, that's why. Well, that's, you know, I wanted, like I said, I wanted to make a pre-game video to you know, document maybe the success, you know, of the doctor signing the papers. But guess what happened? Monday comes, which was just, I don't know, maybe 3 days ago. Monday's the 22nd. It came, you know, I went to the doctor's visit, and, you know, he did the examination and whatnot, and, you know, I talked about his book and, you know, how he fell on hard times, and you know, how he became homeless, you know, homeless and lost his family, but he was able to bounce back and, you know, got his degree. So everything was going good, and right before you know, I guess, you know, we ended the appointment, I told him that I said, hey, I just need a few minutes of your time. You know, I just need a few minutes of your time to just to fill out these three papers. And if you would, that would be great. So he looks through the papers, and he's been my doctor for about 2 years now. And so yeah, he's been about my doctor for about 2 years now. And so he looks at it. You know, there's a page about physical assessment, and the other page is like another, I don't know, like another assessment, and like the third page is like a pain assessment, and of course, you know, there's a sheet in the back to sign off on that. So he's looking through it, and he's like, oh, what about this physical assessment and whatnot? Yes. Oh, he's like, Rob, I can't fill this out because I'm not that type of doctor. But me having rheumatoid arthritis for about 3 years, he should kind of know my physical assessment. But it's like, no, I'm not that type of doctor. You're gonna have to see a different type of doctor. And I said, well, I said, okay, well, how about the last page? The last page, the pain assessment. Can you at least fill that out? And he looks at it for a few minutes, and he's like, okay, I can do that. So we walk up to the front, and he talked to his nurse. He's like, yeah, I can fill this out, but I'm gonna need a photocopy first. So he talks to his nurse, they make a photocopy, and he asked where to send it, and I said, well, either one of those addresses. And of course, he said he would, but I guess it was just how he said it and his demeanor and what actually happened a couple months earlier, that I have a feeling that he only said that to get rid of me. I guess to hurt and shoot me out of the office, because I don't know, maybe he doesn't want to sign the papers. And here's the thing, my attorneys, they sent him the papers. They actually sent the papers to him twice, because obviously my court case is coming up, so they sent the papers out to him twice. And you know what he did? Him and his office, they just ignored it. They didn't return the lawyer's papers. They just ignore it. So the lawyer wanted me to take the papers, hand it to him in person, sign it, and bring it back. And I did, but he wasn't going to take a few minutes to fill out the paper. I mean, gosh, it would only take just like 4 minutes, not even that, 2 minutes. 2 minutes to fill out the like the pain assessment, and he wouldn't do it. He just like put it off. So I have a feeling he's not going to do it, and I sure do hate that. So that's why I was kind of coming up with like the poker poker analogy. So the extra cards I was going to bring to the game, I guess. The ace, or the ace and the king, or the 2 aces, and bring it to the poker game so I can win. Well, I guess that's not going to happen now. So, he closes his practice in just another 30 days. So that means there will be no rheumatoid doctor I can see in this county. None. I mean, the next doctor is going to be over an hour away drive. And of course, I obviously don't have a car, and this kind of sucks. But I'm gonna try one more time. I'm going to I sent him some messages on Facebook. I'm gonna try to send him another message and say, hey, Dr. Huffman, you treated me for about 2 years. Could you write a letter on my behalf? I'm filing for disability, so so I can at least try that. I would say probably there's a 1 out of 100 chance that he'll actually do that. Fax it to the attorney's office. So I'm making it easy for him, but I feel like he's not going to do that. So anyways, I'm just nervous because now my court case is going to be in 4 to 5 months, and I won't have like a doctor's like expert testimony. They got the medical records. Okay, they got the medical records, but I don't know. I don't like taking chances. Well, especially not now. Especially now that I'm in like a really shitty situation. Man, it just sucks so bad. That's why I'm gonna call this series the dark times. So, but yeah, so that's what's going on in the May of 2017. Sorry, that's what's going on May the 25th of 2017. But yeah, so like I said, I'm kind of nervous, and I wish I was healthy. I wish I was healthy so I could work. 'Cause yeah, that way, if I wound up here, I could have easily attained a job, saved up enough money in just a few months, and got me an apartment and left. But yeah, so I don't know, that didn't happen. And yeah, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I guess it is over 3 minutes. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's almost at the end of the month, and who knows what the future will bring. All right, Carolyn's up, so I have to start doing her bidding, and so that means I gotta sneak the camera back inside. I might make another video later on, or maybe in another few days. But anyways, to the people out there, to YouTube, and to Robert, 2018. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you're doing good, Rob. and just keep on keeping on. All right. Have a good day.